and welcome to Hot Lips. Today we're going to talk a little bit about parenting. I know in today's society a lot of parents are very busy, trying to work, trying to be a good parent, trying to hold down relationships. I know parents are very, very busy, but we're going to have to kind of go back to some basics, guys. When you have your baby and it's a little baby and you're cuddling it and caressing your baby, so you're showing that baby so much affection and attention, and that's just a good stage right there when you're doing that, because they're getting emotionally attached to you. So that's pretty easy for us to handle and to do. And then when they become like little toddlers, you have to kind of say what you mean to them, because then they start to pick up their own little personalities. And when they're doing that, they start to do things that you might say, no, don't do that. So you have to, say what you mean to them. Don't play with little toddlers. Say what you mean to your toddlers. And then when they become teenagers, they know everything. And then here we are, we know everything. And so the kids, it's a back and forward kind of thing. No, we have to talk, then we have to listen. We have to talk to our teenagers, then we have to listen. Because that's there again, we're trying to create a bond with them, a bond. You have to enforce rules, emotionally, socially, academic. There are parents who have few rules. See, those parents are like, oh, I'm your friend. I'm your friend. I'm like your friend. They have no accountability, none at all, Then there are parents, who wants to kind of adapt to the real life kind of situation. So you have to kind of know that your kids are growing up and you have to have some kind of accountability for them. And then there's those freedom parents. No emotional connection to their children. Don't care what they do, just let them run wild. I'm so sorry, people. You have to have some boundaries. We have to respect boundaries. Your kids have to respect the boundaries. You have to respect the boundaries. We have to teach our kids. Like I said, from a baby, you're cuddling, you're caressing. Preschool, you're enforcing. You're saying exactly what you mean so they can understand that. As a teenager, you're starting to listen to what they're saying, and then you're talking to your teenagers. So again, we have to respect some boundaries. And even sometimes parents, when we make mistakes, it's okay to go back and apologize to them. It's okay to do that, okay? And then, I'm guilty of this. I'm certainly guilty of this. Being an over advisor, I'm just giving too much advice, and they don't want to hear that. So we have to kind of know when to stop talking as a parent. And like I said, we're gonna make mistakes. We're definitely gonna make some mistakes, but you have to stay connected. You have to stay there with your kids. You have to address problems. You have to resolve the problems. You have to respect. You have to understand that they appreciate when you address the problem with them. They appreciate when y'all resolve the problem. They appreciate that you respect them, And then you have to stay connected with your kids. I know in this day and time, they're so on social media, but I'm sure you're seeing all the laws that they're trying to pass now where they're telling them that under 18, they're going to have certain rules. That's 20 years too late. 20 years too late. So now it's going to be up to us to monitor our children on social media. It's going to be up to us to stay connected with them. Like I said, take them to lunch, do some things with them, invite their friends over. See, my house was the house where everybody hung out at, because guess what I said? I need to know what's going on in these children's mind. I need to know what's going on in their social life. So what I'm saying to you is that you have to stay connected to your kids. Do not let social media develop your children. You have to be the person to develop that person. First of all, they already have your personality in them. You just have to kind of coach them along the way to make sure that they're going to grow up to be productive, decent citizens. People that are at least loving and caring about what's going on in the world. So again, just respect the boundaries, okay? Don't be afraid to apologize. Don't be afraid if you make a mistake with them. Don't be afraid to get right into a good conversation with them, but know when to stop. Know when to stop. And like I said, whatever you do, always caress your kids or cuddle your kids or tell your kids that you love them, because in this society, so many people don't do that anymore. Let your kids know that you love them. Let's take charge of being good parents. Today is the day to get started. Thank you.